statement to Officer Probst. I don't know his name, but
For the record.
I talked to an officer.
What are you, for the record?
And you did talk to an officer that night.
Hey, we're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
I mean, in person.
Oh, that thing broke. Damn it. Are we on or what? Are we live?
The conversation on the non-emergency.
Are we live, folks?
It was not an emergency. I actually confirmed it after I called to make sure I was on an emergency line.
I think we're going.
That you gave at that time?
I think we're going live, baby. Oh, so this thing died.
Who's you?
Who's you? Who's you? Who's you, man?
The description you provided that night.
I said that the individual is either black, mixed, or...
Who's you?
So it would be fair to say you didn't know at the time.
Who's you? Who do you think you are, baby?
So it would be fair to say that you weren't sure.
Would it be fair to say I'm a moron?
Yeah.
Hey, people. Well,
who's you?
Who's you? Who's you? I'm watching yesterday's on my TV because that's what I'm doing. I don't know what time it starts, but I figured it would get started early.
I'm looking at you. How did you come to that conclusion?
Who's you? Seriously, who's you?
You're saying that you gave a description on the non-emergency phone line, correct? So it would be fair to say at that time
it wasn't an emergency.
You had no name or knowledge of who the person was in your backyard. Would that be fair to say?
Would it be fair to say?
And so how can you say how can you say you then if you had no idea? I'm looking at you. You're the guy. And how did you come to that conclusion? You and I were standing in the same yard looking at each other. So, is it possible you saw something on the news? No, I had no idea who you were.
Interesting.
Do you recall giving a description of approximately 5'9" and 160 pounds?
I am certainly not that big. You get it? I said big. You notice how I said big?
Something like that, or would that be accurate?
Would that be accurate?
It was just a guesstimate.
Fucking dumbass.
Would it be fair to say that since you keep identifying me as you, would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" or 160 pounds? The shoes on are right now. Would it be fair to say that I'm not 5'9" and 160 pounds? If you take shoes off and step out of them, they could have a better
do that, but if you're able to answer the question, do you agree?
I'd have to be standing next to him. That's what I made my judgment from. We were about 2 feet from each other. Does it look like I'm 5'9"? I don't know, we're a lot closer. Does it look like I'm 160 pounds?
Yes, and
Browns.
relevant is his appearance today, just like his hair isn't in dreadlocks today.
Objection.
I don't consent to be in dreadlocks. I sustain it. Sustain. Sustain.
You also said that, well, the narrative in the report.
Sustained.
Said that the individual was later identified. Would that be fair to say? Yeah, it'd be fair to say. And so would it also be fair to say that?
Be fair to say that I sustained.
The individual was identified later. That's how you came to the conclusion of who it may have been.
God damn.
Your Honor, he's again reading a police report.
That's a question.
Sustained. Darrell ain't ready, it looks like. "46 minutes. This happened yesterday. I'm not doing it.
Did you follow the
Not doing it.
after you had given the report on the non-emergency one? It's kind of hard not to.
If it's not in a non-emergency, is it a non-emergency? It's not. It's 63 out, folks.
So the state will have an opportunity to redirect it.
You'll be okay.
Thank you.
So you made reference to it was kind of hard not to see it on the news. Would that be fair to say? It was all over the news. And would it be fair to say that
Would it be fair to say I'm a moron?
in those news reports you gained additional information that you didn't have that night?
Actually, what I did is went into work the next morning and pulled up the police report on the internet, and there you were, the mug shot. And I'm like, that's the guy.
So you got a further description from the mugshot.
No, I didn't get a further description. At the time, I didn't care who you were when you were in my yard. I didn't know who you were, what you had done, where you had been, any of that stuff. So all I'm saying is you were trespassing my yard at that time. That's all I can say. Other than that, that's all I can confirm. I don't know what you did. I don't know where you were. I don't know any of that other stuff. All I know is you were the guy in my yard.
You're the guy.
The guy that you said responsible.
You're the guy. Hello. Grounds. 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 Grounds.
And what prompted you to read or pull up the police report?
What prompted you?
He said, he brought it up.
He brought it up. Wow.
I was curious of actually who you were. And if you were the person.
Who's you? Who do you keep calling you, people?
And what prompted the curiosity?
Curiosity.
A stranger was in my yard.
Let's get the curiosity.
Trespassing. Asked them to leave. And they ended up catching somebody for doing something very bad. And I was wondering if that was the individual that had that through my yard.
Gillis. The Express.
Okay. So here's my rant.
Darrell Goldrup. Who's Darrell
So it'd be
Goldrup?
fair
I
to say
think
that
his
you
name
wasn't privy to that knowledge yet.
The same for the form of the question.
2011.
At the time you pulled up the police report, as you say, you had no knowledge of the identity of the individual.
I didn't know that you were even the person that had done that.
You keep referring to the you.
Who's you?
You.
Who's you?
I'm looking into your eyes right now. You're the guy I'm talking about when I refer to you.
The records reflect that the witness used his right hand and index finger to point directly at the defendant. That's a question, please.
Someone tell me who you is. No.
So you just made reference to looking the you in the eyes, but
The you. The you.
you would need,
What would you prefer to call you?
you would need, you would need
The you.
to step out of my shoes to tell my height and weight. Right?
The you, baby.
2 feet 9.
Mr. Brooks, you're directed under 906.
Oh my God.
A question and not argue with the witness.
That
Thank
was
you.
the question.
90611.
Please rephrase your question. And then the witness is directed to wait until the question is.
90611.
I do. I kind of like.
Who's that?
Right now.
No, it's
He's
not.
okay. You could say. Which Star Wars film was Batman in? Because you got a Batman chair in the Star Wars film. But she's also that Star Wars girl.
So Batman is my favorite superhero, and I made this chair in like a video.
You know why Batman should be everyone's favorite superhero? Because he wasn't actually a superhero. He was just a guy who was fed up and decided he was going to do something about it. Good call.
Yeah, I always like that. I like Batman and
And the reason
Superman.
why you
Those
didn't
are
do
like
that was
the
really
two,
I
right?
had to ruin it.
Come on,
I mean, Superman.
Batman is a little bit more relatable than Superman, because I mean, Superman's like an alien, and I like aliens, obviously. And that's Star Wars.
But now
Did you at
Superman
any
went to
time
prison
visit
and then he got raped and now he's in bad.
You know,
You know, why not?
We are under 2 hours. We are under 2 hours. Yeah, let's not go there.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
By the way, before you unload it and play what you get it going on this, but before I want to say thank you to David Amaro, Stormy, Launch Door KC.
I'm on live, but nobody's doing my thing. Yeah, I can't be found yet. How do you get found?
You said you pulled up the.
That's just weird. Like how people find you.
No, I pulled up your mugshot.
Which did say police report. Would that be fair to say?
How do you get found?
I just pulled up a mugshot.
You don't recall saying that you pulled up the police report specifically?
I specifically wanted to post a picture of the person that had committed the crime and to see if that was the person that had cut through my yard, which confirmed it was.
No one there? Sim City?
And did you pull up the complaint?
No.
Have you ever seen the complaint?
I believe I am.
I'll let everyone's going to go try that now. Bounce it back. And I've tried it. It can be done. So.
Anyone coming in? Let's go.
Nope.
Can you read it on
Relevant. Okay. Question. Relevant.
I reform in the state of the question. I guess that's not gonna work. How do I get
Do you recall who
Right,
you
yeah.
testified here today?
Yeah. It's on the subpoena.
subpoenas?
You don't recall?
I have to.
Do you recall anything, Dad?
Do you recall if it was the district attorney?
Oh, I gotta change that. Guys. The other channel's rolling.
Do you recall about how long ago you received the subpoena?
Do you have you long ago you subpoenaed yourself?
And as we've seen, we can.
I got a subpoena.
This week is a baby.
Did you subpoena yourself?
So you knew there was a possibility that you would be called to testify.
I had no expectation of subpoena until I went to the DA's office.
So you went to the DA's office?
They want to know. They asked.
Hello, people. Welcome aboard. His opening statement, I think, is tomorrow. I hope it is.
And so would it be fair to say that you felt that you did?
I didn't know grounds.
Crowds.
Sustain before the question strikes the line.
Crowds.
Did you feel that you had information that would be relevant to the matter?
This channel is brand new, folks.
Sustain. Next question, please.
You know?
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
What's a sustain?
Question, please.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
Grounds for the sustain? What the fuck is sustained?
That is judicial determination, Your Honor.
Ask your next question.
What a
please.
fucking weirdo. What's a sustain?
Sustained.
Oops, that's too loud. Your Honor.
When you went to the district attorney's office, do you recall whom you spoke with? There's 3 or 4 people there. I don't recall their names. I recall their faces. You said you do recall
Kanye West.
I recall their faces, not their names. Do you see any of those district attorneys?
Your Honor.
Today?
What's up, Your Honor?
One district attorney and one officer was in the room. And for the record and for the jury, can you identify whom you're referring to? I'd have to tell you.
For the jury. Do it for the jury. Do it for the jury. The jury needs to know it.
Her, yeah. And the
So I said that as, who did I say that as?
Attorney Weber and Detective Casey.
Why is that as Tommy G? Though? I don't understand it.
And that was around the time you first received the subpoena? It was the time that the subpoena...
It was about the time you ran those people over.
Do you recall ever being told about the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection vague.
Vague.
Sustained. Another question.
Vague.
Do you know who the plaintiff is in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Vague.
Grounds.
The witness's knowledge legally inaccurate. Sustained. One other question.
Did Attorney Opper ever tell you who the plaintiff was in this matter? The subpoena told me who the plaintiff was. And do you recall who the plaintiff is? Darrell Brooks. That's the plaintiff? Or not the plaintiff, though. The plaintiff was, I think, State of Waukesha or State of Wisconsin. I'm not sure.
Grounds.
And it'd be fair to say that that's not a living, breathing human being.
Nope, it isn't.
Objection. Relevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. Not relevant. Next question.
What's the grounds? Somebody tell me the grounds. Oh, look, I came in as myself. That's a double personality there. Split personality, people. Grounds, 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 grounds. I'm listening to it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm listening to it on the radio, on the TV.
Lemon, I need you to move on from this topic and ask a different kind of question.
Move on from what topic, Frank?
What topic, Your Honor?
Can I know what topic you're referring to, Your Honor?
Grounds, Your Honor.
Next question, please.
How do I get that bigger?
I don't know the topic.
If I don't know the topic, how can I know the topic? Your Honor. Get honor, stay honor.
Do you know if there's even a plaintiff in this matter?
Objection. Irrelevant.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds, grounds, grounds.
Are
Under the will law effect.
Under 90611, please ask a question.
Grounds.
And where can I find 90611?
What a dick.
This is your last opportunity to ask the question, sir.
Your Honor, the jury deserves to know this information.
All right, then, the state, any redirect?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. You may sit down. State may call its next witness.
How do you save that? Brooks. Darrell. It is Darrell.
You may call. Sir, if you would please make your way to the witness stand, which is on my right, up one riser.
Darrell. It is Darrell.
Raise your right hand, like the three buttons on my left, here you in.
Darrell. It is Darrell.
Have a seat. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and then spell each.
It is Darrell.
Dominic Capoon, DOMANIC CAPROON.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
417 Central Avenue.
The objection is overruled. His answer may stand. When there's an objection, if you would just wait until I rule on it before you answer. Thank you. Go ahead.
417 Central Avenue, Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Were you home on the afternoon of November 21st, that Sunday afternoon?
Yes, you're leading.
Leading. It's Darrell, baby.
What was that?
Yes. Darrell.
Can you tell us what happened shortly before 1 o'clock p.m.
Well, we were at home and my youngest son just got home from a friend's house and we were ready to get water from Woodlands, and we
Were you outside or inside?
we were inside.
Did you at some point make your way outside?
Yeah, we eventually decided to go and we were bringing the jugs out to the truck and sorry.
Okay. Tell us about the setup.
Great.
Where was the truck parked?
The truck was parked by the back door and the tailgate was facing the entry of the driveway.
The truck was in the driveway?
That's what you do to have some fun. We
And
don't
what
come
happened if
in
you were
any
also
other way.
in the driveway?
What's up? What's up,
I was
JJ? What's up,
putting
Nightcore?
the
Yeah,
jugs
we're going
in
right now.
the back of the truck. My son, my oldest son, looked up and he kind of pointed behind me, and I went to turn, and Mr. Brooks was coming up the driveway, and when I turned, he kind of stopped, and I noticed that he wasn't wearing a jacket or shoes. Just he was wearing.
I don't know. Can I answer?
He was wearing just the blue jeans and like a red t-shirt, and he had lifted his shirt and did a 360, told me that he didn't have any weapons, and that he needed a phone to call an Uber. And so I said, yeah, sure, no problem. So, you know, I handed him the phone, and I had suggested to him that my neighbor was a Lyft driver, and so
of the people, of the people, for the people, I'm the people.
And so I took the last one, and he handed me.
Well, who's watching this, Darrell? It's on soon, hopefully, Waukesha. How do I get that bigger? You know? I don't know. Maybe if I subscribe, it'll be better. Maybe not.
When Mr. Brooks lifted his shirt and did a 360 and said he was unarmed.
Mr. Brooks.
Was the first words he said to you while you were in your driveway?
Objection, leading, and I do not consent to be called.
Leading, and I am not Darrell, it's Darrell.
Exactly.
Look at this fucking weirdo.
I think it was more altogether.
Oh, I'm just refreshing it, folks.
How many
That'll probably fuck it up. Got it here?
Two.
How old were they at the time? Objection, relevancy.
Relevancy, Your Honor. Another 20 minutes, I guess, folks. But what do I know?
Do you recall providing
Your Honor.
description
Your Honor.
of Mr. Brooks, the person who referred to as Mr. Brooks today?
How do I make that bigger?
Back on November 21st when you met with the police? Objection.
His name's Darrell. He says it on the body cam. This guy's nervous.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
This poor guy's nervous as hell. He was nervous yesterday. He's nervous today.
Description of the man who came up to your driveway. Objection, relevancy.
Relevancy.
Physical description you provided?
The black male.
Black. Colored.
Mid-30s.
Oh, my car's getting covered with wet leaves, people.
One, I noticed,
Hey, I got a tattoo. I got a tattoo.
and some, yeah, it was kind of dark,
Your Honor.
Prevented you from being able to see in detail of the answer.
Chili, good boy. I don't consent to be calling that name.
The person you've described today is walking up your driveway.
Do not consent to it. Just don't do it.
See that person in the photo.
I do. I'm going to clean up a little bit while we're here. I do not consent to being called that name.
Could you please point to him?
You understand what that means? You obviously don't.
he's wearing a suit, right?
You know?
Look
Look at that gut. Jesus Christ.
The record will still reflect.
Oh my God.
I'll thank you for that addition.
He doesn't consent to it. For the record.
Whose phone, you described getting a phone in Mr. Brooks. Whose phone was it?
Your objection is noted, although it's not legally relevant at this time, and I'd ask that you not interrupt with an objection for that reason under 906.11. Go ahead and get your question again.
He doesn't consent to it, baby.
Whose phone was it that you handed to me? And did you see what?
There's one. Nah. Bleeding, overruled, underruled, ruled. Your mother's ruled.
Somebody.
Did that man then hand the phone back to you at some point?
Did he or did he not?
The police Did they ask to see your phone?
Yes.
And the purpose of that was to try and see the number and to make the call?
Objection.
Overruled.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled.
Crap.
Did you approve to see the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the number that, Mr. Bickford called.
There you go.
Can you read that number out loud for us?
Oh, here we go.
414-610-2153.
And this is a call history screenshot, is that right? That we can see it?
I don't consent to it, buddy. Whatever you say.
Is this an accurate depiction of how your phone screen looked that afternoon as you showed it to the street?
Overruled.
He doesn't consent to that either, just FYI.
74 in the evidence and ask for permission to publish.
Exhibit 4 is
This guy's a douche.
overruled.
Sorry, Mr. Kapur, did you call this number at any point?
Objection.
Objection.
I'm a dickhead.
No.
So all three of these calls, outgoing, incoming, and canceled, would have been someone other than you.
Yes.
Objection. I don't agree with anything ever.
Me.
Someone here?
Is there, Mr. Bickford?
After
This
Mr.
is fucking funny.
calling back.
You agree with that, right? Do you overrule it or no?
A lady had called me.
What's that
and
for?
I answered the phone, and I asked her if she was.
What?
She told me she wasn't.
What?
Did you say anything else?
Objection.
Leading, overruled, leading, underruled.
The call that you're talking about, the lady who called you, was that the incoming call from the 414 number we just looked at?
Objection. Leading.
The same as the form of the question.
Wow, he got it.
Did you recognize the number?
He's actually beating them sometimes. It's pretty funny.
I didn't recognize him. I didn't look at the number.
It was recorded in your phone call history?
Yeah.
And it was the same number that Mr.
What was that one?
used your phone today.
Overruled. I'm sorry, I took the exhibit down. Do you need a backup?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did Mr. Brooks leave the phone?
Objection.
Yes.
Did you put the direction to when you left?
This would be like the southwest part of my property, heading westerly toward my neighbors.
Do you know what street he was headed, or did he appear to be headed for?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled.
Well,
How do you take her serious at all? Anybody, you know?
Thank you, on the phone.
Do you have any questions? Yes, I do.
Very well. Any questions?
Yes, I do.
Do you recall giving a statement to a Detective Schwartz?
Schwartzy.
I'm not sure what his name was.
Do you recall being asked by a dickhead these questions?
Detective Mandy L. Schwartz. So that would be the one. There was a female. Yeah.
Prove it.
And do you recall giving a statement to the woman law enforcement officer? Yes.
No.
Do you recall that was the same night or days immediately after?
Why didn't you do it that second? You know? There's one.
And do you recall in this statement?
There's two.
Yeah.
There's three.
Do you recall what you said? Yeah. When you say it for the record and for the jury?
For the jury.
Black male, 30, dreadlock, red shirt, jeans, no shoes, no jacket.
I clearly am not.
If it pleases the court, I have the statement
If it pleases the court, I love it.
I would like to show the witness. It's I'm guessing whatever statement he gave to Detective Shorts.
Shorts. Detective Shorts.
I don't know if it's a written statement.
What do you know, you fucking moron?
Maybe it may.
The police report?
Yeah.
Not a written statement, then I'm gonna deny that request to show it to the witness. You may ask a question.
Do you recall in your report with Detective
Shorts.
that you described the male as approximately 5'5" to 5'6", weighing approximately 120.
That's funny, man.
25 pounds, and the male appeared to be in his 20s.
Poor guy's fucking nervous as hell. Nervous as heck.
Any reason why
He really is.
this report would say that, and then you would, when you were asked the description, you gave a different description? Any reason why the two conflict? Grounds.
Argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds.
Reason for the sustain.
Sustained.
Grounds for the sustain.
Sustained is the form of the question. And it states the testimony in part.
Damn it.
Well, I'm reading from
So it says
the report that was given to the
And you can't testify as to what that report says. You can
Hello?
only question the witness on it, sir.
That was the question. Do you recall?
He said he did not recall next question.
That's his D. I can't see his other hand. Ouch. I'm pretty confident that says blowjobs on his hands. I don't know what this is for. That's a picture.
You may have heard it too. When you know that was in your driveway, your driveway that went towards Central, I think is what you said. Would that be what you say? Yeah. Do you recall stating in your report that they went in the direction of West Avenue? Yeah. What if there's two different directions? Yeah. Any reason why that would change from then to now? Not sure.
This piece of garbage. at Granny back there. I love it.
And you made reference to it being kind of dark, so it was a little hard to tell about
You made reference.
certain aspects of that.
Using big words again, folks.
Yeah.
Darrell's using big words.
Would you say it was dark or dusk?
Dusk.
Darrell is using big words, people. Big words.
So would it be fair to say that you
Would that be fair to say?
were unable to identify the tattoo?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it.
I would be able to. You would be able to identify tattoos, or you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't.
And I saw tattoos, but you couldn't make out because of the lighting. You couldn't make them out. Would that be fair to say?
Nobody can make out a fucking tattoo.
I can make out tattoos. Do you recall stating that you were not able to identify the tattoos?
Yeah. What each tattoo was, not he has tattoos.
I guess in description, I guess, in detail, sorry.
Yeah. Dummy.
And not being able to make out in detail would be referring to the tattoos on the arm.
Yep. On the face, everywhere. Fucking dickhead. Ah, oh, come on, man.
And during that interaction in the lighting, you could tell that there was some type of rubber band or tie in the ear.
Yes.
You recall what color that might be?
No, I don't.
You made reference to a number calling you back and you not looking at the number but just answering. Do you recall stating that?
Yes.
Did you ever at any time ask who that was they called?
I just asked if it was the Uber driver.
You stated that your sons were with you in the driveway.
Yes.
Was there any interaction with your sons at that time?
Don't recall.
Do you recall stating that did not have any interactions with either of your sons?
No.
Do you recall stating that the male you had the interaction with, do you recall stating that you did not really think he was understanding what you were telling him?
No, I don't understand the question.
That would be in reference to you stating that your neighbor was a Uber driver, did you? Or a Lyft driver, I think you heard you say. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And you stated that you don't recall the individual went to your neighbor's house at that time. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And do you recall about what time of the evening that was when you had the interaction?
I'm not quite sure what time it was at that time.
When is this gonna start, folks?
Do you recall around what time you were subpoenaed to testify here today?
No, I think the letter came in the mail in July.
And did you follow up with the district attorney's office at that point?
Yes.
Do you recall whom you spoke with?
Not quite sure names.
You made let the record reflect, you made a hand gesture with your left hand. Would that be referring to the table?
No, you fucking moron. Let the record
You recall
reflect.
speaking to one of those attorneys?
Yeah.
Do you recall whom?
The gentleman here.
You took the first 20 of me.
Yeah.
And at any time, did you ever see a police reporter complain in this matter?
Who's the plaintiff in this matter? Nobody coming in.
Did you ever yourself make a claim in this matter?
Don't understand the question.
Did you file a claim?
I
Did you yourself file a complaint with law enforcement?
No.
Well, here we go. Nope.
Ever spoke with the plaintiff in this matter?
Do you know the plaintiff in this matter?
We're not supposed to stay, Your Honor.
It's not substain. Substain.
Are you aware of any plaintiff in this matter? Grounds.
Sustained. Relevant, -11.
You ever seen a plaintiff in this matter? Objection. Grounds.
Sustained. Question.
Had any conversations or any interactions with the plaintiff? Grounds.
Grounds.
Sustained. Perform the question.
Grounds.
Ever had a phone conversation with the plaintiff?
Grounds.
Grounds.
Sustained. Perform the question.
Is he think she's actually gonna
Ever
get?
been contacted by the plaintiff in any way? Objection. Grounds.
Sustained. Perform the question.
Have you ever contacted the plaintiff in any way? Objection. Grounds.
Sustained.
Grounds for sustain, Your Honor.
Substain.
Perform.
Because you're a moron. Unreal. Really is ridiculous. Oh well.
Have you, this matter in any way?
No.
Grounds.
So it'd be fair to say you didn't seek to testify in this matter. That'd be fair to say?
Thank you, BC.
Were you persuaded in any way to testify in this matter?
I need my staff and then.
Was you prepared in any way to testify in this matter?
No.
And before you were shown exhibit 74, and that was the call log, correct? Before, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Here we go.
Before today, had you
Grounds.
seen those photos
Grounds.
in reference to your call log?
Yes.
Grounds.
You've seen them before?
We are going live.
Easy to treat your skin and joint symptoms so you can get healthy.
Learn how to say grounds in one easy minute. Look at him. He's got the Bible out. That ain't going to help you, bro.
All right, good morning, everyone. I will get started. I will call State of Wisconsin versus Darrell Brooks.
Darrell.
21 CF 1848.
It's Darrell.
Appearances, please.
Good morning, Judge Sue Epper, Leslie Basie, and Zach Witchow, appearing for the state of Wisconsin.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Please state your name for the record.
I'm here as a third-party intervener in that matter, appearing as authorized representative for my client. I accept for value in return for value all of the charging instruments in this matter and make conditions available for discharge of all obligations and charges connected with this case. I do not dispute any other facts in the charging instruments.
Record should reflect that the individual known to this court as Darrell Brooks is present in person.
He doesn't consent to that name.
And tie and a mask.
For the record, I do not consent to being called their name.
All right.
For the record.
To judge subject matter jurisdiction.
The court has addressed it.
For the record.
So.
For the record, has it been proven?
Mr. Brooks, I stand by the written decision that I issued in this case last week. A second copy was provided. Don't interrupt me. A second copy was provided to you. I know you saw it because you tore it up yesterday. So I'm not going to address it any further. You are mistaken and wrong about the law that it needs to be verified or proven.
Are you talking about the paper I accept in return for value?
So with that, I believe, Mr. Brooks, I'm going to continue with this trial, whether you believe jurisdiction has been proven or
It has not been proven for the record.
And it has. So with that, Detective Carpenter was on the stand. And I would like to have him brought back up unless there's any other issues the parties wish the court to address from the state.
I did want to address something briefly.
Go ahead.
As the court knows from our short discussions yesterday, the state will be playing a couple videos of the defendant and his statement. The court had previously heard those as part of a motion hearing.
Damn it.
I'm not sure if I'm really giving the defendant notice or what I'm.
Why is it doing this?
I really tried hard, and I'm pulling out snippets from this because if the court recalls, there are a lot of references that the defendant makes to
Damn it.
prior domestic America, prior record, things that
Fuck. Damn it.
the court had previously excluded. So I'm going through and I am pulling specific time. From this.
I don't know why this is doing this to me. I just don't get it. Fucking come on. Well, you better put it on there, I guess. YouTube.
Stop at appropriate times so that the state does not run afoul of those pretrial rulings. You can open the door by
But you can't shut it.
by asking for a video to be played and not knowing those exact timestamps. I think it's important that I reinforce what the state has just advised you of, so that when you are
watching the recording, as all of us will be, if there is something you want replayed and you want to cross-examine the witness about it, you know those times.
Subject matter jurisdiction, please.
Indicated they would assist once again in replaying portions of that video. I don't need a response from you unless you feel you would like to give a response.
With all due respect, they're the ones that want to play the video. So I don't understand how I'm the one opening the door. They chose to play the video, so
You're not going to play the entire video, so we're going to redact out, probably stop, fast forward the portions that this court said would be inadmissible. So for example, if during your cross-examination of Detective Carpenter, you ask the state to replay a portion of the video and you say go back to around the 7-minute mark, you have to understand that you may open the door, even inadvertently, to some of those other evidence coming in. So what I'm telling you is, if you want any portions replayed, then, or if you ask for the entire video to be played under the rule of completeness, that you have an understanding that you would be opening the door to the evidence of other acts. Potentially, I'll have to rule on it at that time. But so be mindful of the time.
I don't understand it, Yolanda. That's almost like you making a ruling with it and not having any standing.
What?
If you already made a
The
ruling.
ruling's against them. I told the state they can't offer this evidence.
Right,
They're
that's
the
what I'm
one.
saying.
So if you offer the evidence or ask questions that would open the door, that's a different story. And we all have treaded lightly when you ask questions that would have opened the door to a variety of witnesses. So the state's just simply saying, look, we're going to do our job. We're not going to put in the other act's evidence. We're going to pause the video, fast forward the appropriate spots. But if you want any portions replayed, or if you ask for the entire video to be played, then you do that at your peril of having those other acts evidence come in. So that's all I want to tell you. As far as the jury instruction, do you have any position on whether that second, well, I should say second, it's the very last paragraph where it says, add the following if appropriate. Do you have any position on whether the court reads this entire jury instruction 60 to the jury prior to Mr. Marquez being called as a witness?
Yeah, I think the jury should hear whatever needs that they need to hear.
Do you have a position on that last paragraph specifically, sir? Given the information that the state has provided to us? It's in brackets, and it's after a bolded section that says, add the following if appropriate. Advised the parties yesterday we would be talking about that this morning.
I mean, it was just stated that the witness doesn't speak very good English.
You don't either.
And so that would indicate that it would be a lot more work for the interpreter to make
That's
sure.
not what I'm asking about, sir. I'm asking whether you have a position on whether I include the very last paragraph of that instruction to the jury.
No, I don't feel like that needs to be read to the jury. I think it's pretty clear from all the language leading up to that.
Let me ask Attorney Daisy a question about the contact the Office of the District Attorney has had with Mr. Marquez. Were you able to communicate at all in any way in English, even if you would describe it as broken English?
Yes, I think our last conversation, we probably said, I said something in English, he responded, and then when I said something else, I think he needed translation for that. His primary, our victim witness person, specialist assigned to the case, is bilingual, and she speaks to him in Spanish.
All right, given that bit of information provided by the DAs and Office of the Court regarding his ability to answer some, but not most, I think it's appropriate to read the very last paragraph. Certainly doesn't hurt. It's not going to take away. So I will read the entirety of jury instruction 60. Obviously, the part that says read here if appropriate comes out, and then I will print that off, and that is what I will read at the appropriate time.
Quick question on that. How do we know exactly what words the witness will be able to understand in English versus?
That's not how the interpretation works. The questions are in English. They're interpreted in Spanish to the witness. The witness will answer, presumably in Spanish, and then the witness's words will be interpreted in English. And it's the English, as this instruction says, that is the evidence.
I think it's a little unfair that prosecution has had conversations with the witness and I haven't, considering that it's my witness.
They run the state's witness list as well, I believe. So it's fair for either party to reach out, and if witnesses want to talk to either party in preparation, that's frankly fair game.
So how would I be able to reach out to a witness?
Mr. Brooks, you are representing yourself. That obviously poses some challenges and difficulties, but that is the state and stage that we are at. So with that, I know we'll get Detective Carpenter on the stand. He can come up and be out here when the jury comes out. So come on up, sir. I will swear you in again, as is my practice when there's a witness on the stand for a second.
I have one more thing real quick.
I have one more thing real quick.
Now, it needs to be other than subject matter jurisdiction, so what is it?
You didn't even let me get to it.
I said, what is it? I said, it needs to be something other than subject matter jurisdiction.
Can I get to it? There's no way to know what I'm going to say if I can't say it.
Mr. Brooks, please tell me what it is you'd like to address.
I want to address why my ICFs have not been addressed, because I know you have them. Why have I not gotten copies? I've gotten copies of every other ICF. Why not the recent ones?
Sir, I am not going to be the intermediary anymore for ICFs that are directed to the clerk of court regarding copies.
That's not explaining why I haven't.
I'm not the keeper of the
if
record.
they've
So if there's
been
something
received.
you want me to address, then you should address your ICF to me and not the clerk of court.
Well, where is the ICF? If I sent it, I should be able to get a copy. I've gotten copies of every single one.
You need
Whether
to
they were
ask for that from the clerk of
whether they
court.
were addressed to you or whether they were addressed to the clerk of courts, I've always
I'm not going to
been
address that
told.
further, Mr. Brooks. I'm not going to be the intermediary
So
when you
what's
have
the-
questions.
He is not the.
So what's the point of me sending the ICF, me doing what you asked me to do,
Don't ask me to do it, please.
sending them,
Just don't ask.
and then not being able to know if they've even been received and get a copy of them, which I've been getting
If
copies
you
of
did
them
not
ever
ask
since.
for a copy of the ICF, they don't have any obligation to
I
send it.
addressed it when I first sent it. I asked you on the record, did you receive it?
Mr. Brooks,
You
I
said-
didn't receive anything because nothing has been sent to me.
Well,
So
where's
if
the
there's
ICF?
something that you need, then you should reach back out to the clerk of
I
court.
shouldn't have to
So
do
we're
that
not
if I
going to
sent
take
it.
up court time regarding an
This guy's
ICF.
a clown, folks. A clown.
Again, I will advise you once again, I did this the other day, if there's something case related, it needs to be addressed to me. If it has to do with the record, it needs to go to the clerk of court.
And it was.
Because I
sent to the
cannot
clerk of court.
be,
But I
custodian.
still should be able to be told if it was received and get a copy, which you've done that before.
Subject matter
and
jurisdiction.
I told you I
Why
would
does
no
it change?
longer be doing that, sir, because of this very issue. It
So you
takes
said,
up
so
court
now it
time.
changes, and now it changes all of a sudden?
No, it didn't change all of a sudden, sir, and you know that. So don't
No,
try to
no,
confuse
does
the
it
record.
change all of a sudden? because I've been getting copies of everything y'all sent, which is what you asked me to
This
do.
changed last week and you know
It shouldn't change.
So
No, I
with
don't
that,
know.
I'm bringing the jury out and I'm not addressing this issue.
So I want the copy of my ICS that I sent.
Send a request to the
I don't
clerk's
have to
office.
send her another request. Where's the one that I just sent last week?
All right, the jury is going to come out, so please be respectful.
I will, but at the same time, you still have to, I did what you asked me to do. If you tell me to do something and I do it, and then now you're saying I'm not gonna get a copy, which you've been providing ever since you told me to do it.
Mr. Brooks, the rules on that change.
Ah, Mr. Brooks.
I'm still supposed to be able to say if it's been received or not. So why should I have to send multiple ICS to even know if they've been received? That's ridiculous, Your
I'm
Honor.
going to give the parties the final version of jury instruction 60, which I will be reading at the jury time.
Come on, you can't change stuff at the last minute. You
No,
asked me
Mr.
to do
Brooks, I
something.
did it as a courtesy,
You asked-
right?
No.
You're not courteous.
I'm not even referring to that. I'm referring to the fact that you haven't even had enough respect to tell me it's been received.
The jury, they're coming out.
Okay? That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to tell me if my ICS has been received. ICS that you told me to submit. You told me that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will disregard the commentary by Mr.
I
Brooks
accept for
at this
value and
point.
return for value this document. Just like you've been hiding everything from the jury that they
The
need to
jury
do.
will disregard, the court is not hiding anything from the
Yeah,
jury.
you are.
Huh.
So,
Yeah, you
Mr.
are.
Brooks, please be respectful of the jury, they're
You
coming
should
out.
be respectful.
You are addressing issues
You
that are
asked them.
related to evidence.
They
in
are.
this case.
You asked me to do
Mr.
something, I
Brooks,
do it,
please,
and
All
then now it changes.
everyone can be seated, thank you.
This is ridiculous.
It
Just like
is.
subject matter jurisdiction hasn't been proven. Just like you're making judicial determinations that you don't have to prove anything by law.
Did I just do
Private
that?
agreement by you, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please disregard the statements
Why? 'Cause
currently
it's
being
true.
made by Mr. Brooks.
Why?
They are
'Cause it's true.
incorrect statements of the law. They
Then
are
prove
not
that they're
evidence.
incorrect. Prove.
In this case,
Where's the proof? Where's the legal proof?
and you need to disregard that.
Because you don't have it.
And we are
Don't
going
have
to
to
continue with testimony, Mr. Brooks. I warn
I
you,
don't-
do not interrupt.
I don't
or we
identify
will
by
have
that
a
name.
discussion about whether you will continue to be here.
I don't
All right.
consent to being part of
I don't consent.
Mr. Carpenter, please stand, as is my practice when a witness is on the stand for a second day to be sworn in again. Go ahead, Teresa. Please raise your right hand. Thank you, sir. And just for the record, please state your name. Thank you.
Detective J. Carpenter, JayCarpenter.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, you may continue.
So yesterday when we ended for the day, we were at the point where we were talking about you interviewing the defendant, Darrell Brooks.
Darrell.
On November 21st.
Darrell.
At approximately 11 o'clock p.m. Do you recall that?
For the record.
Objection is overruled.
For the record.
Overruled. It is relevant.
You know, at this point, last night, we asked for safety exhibit 80 to be admitted to evidence, which is the defendant's statement provided to Detective Carpenter and Detective Gillis on November 21st.
Exhibit 81 is received permission to publish the
Objection.
my,
I don't consent to be called that name.
and trust,
I don't consent to be called that name.
Objection, I didn't provide any statement.
He's going to jail.
He's not testifying, therefore his statements are not evidence.
My objection should be noted for the record.
Your Honor, the entire video is 25 minutes and 27 seconds.
10 minutes long,
It
baby.
will be playing from 4 minutes and 25 seconds to 14 minutes and 25 seconds.
What is quality? Why is that so bad? No shit. Dang it.
Clarify, we talked about it last night a little bit. What we are hearing today is audio interview only, correct? Objection.
Meeting overruled.
Conditional. To me, after that. Go ahead.
This guy needs a swift kick in the fucking teeth. God damn. Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know. Maybe it's just not the way it is there, brother.
Darrell?
Yes.
I'm,
Darrell. Hi, I'm Darrell. Why don't I have HD? I don't get it. Darrell. Well, it looks like I'm not getting any folks here. This is not
they're just kind of helping out with the short staff tonight.
Hey, yeah.
That's all it is. How's your children, right?
Yeah.
Darrell.
You said in 4 to 6 weeks, I might have to get it, but we still something. I know. No, it was just the way it was going to keep the ground kind of like boom. That's where the knee came from. Yeah, but the shoulder, I know. I know something's wrong. She said 4 to 6 weeks, the MRI won't be able to tell if anything's torn or anything like that. FBI though.
We help out our local partners all the time. It's just something that we're.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, we worked at MPD a lot. We come down here, so we're kind of all over the place. But yeah, like
Never, like,
we're
for real, the FBI. That's real.
That's at least, yeah.
Yep. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is the first time I've ever even seen an FBI agent in real life.
Most we get that reaction from most.
No, because it's like, am I me right now? Y'all don't know about fucking don't taking me or stuff.
Yeah, you don't need to like that freaks out or anything. I gotta do this work. So we work on a task force with MPD.
I can't take it.
So we are
I'm gonna put my arm like this to stretch it out. just to, I don't want you to think I'm doing nothing crazy.
You good? You good?
It leaves some pressure. Right? I mean,
No, you're good. Yeah, like she was saying, don't let them, you know, don't let make you nervous. Okay. You talk to me mostly, and my partner a bit. No, you know, they'll ask you a little too, but just trying to get the bottom of everything. Look, you were found basically running around in the yard. You said you grabbed dude's phone.
no, I didn't grab it.
I don't mean you stole it. You
Oh,
asked
yeah.
for it, you made a call. And that's just kind of what I'm up here to start with and get the background about it. You want to tell me just what you're doing in the yard? You know, because obviously we have the perception we got, like I told you. You know, they said, okay, they had us right this morning, get some of your blood. But I have one side. So what am I missing? I'm missing Darrell's side, right? I don't know what created all this, why these people are calling us. I can't really clear that up, but I'd like to clear that up. Like, best way to clear it up is just you want to talk about it. Okay? And that's just kind of what I'm here to sit down and share with you about. I've been talking to you about 4 hours now.
Probably longer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty laid back, so I'm looking to keep it that way. I'm looking to pull any fast ones on you. That's why I've been straight with you to that point. I'm going to keep doing that now. All right? Darrell, is it Darrell? Do I have the spelling right?
Yes, sir.
And it's D. Edward, like full middle is Edward, right?
Yes, sir.
Brooks, Brooks.
Yes, sir.
And just verify your date of birth.
2/21/82.
So you're 39?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Married at all?
No.
No, man. I just knock up bitches.
Yeah, how many kids you got?
3.
3.
How old are they?
18, 14, and 7.
Wow.
14 and 7. And what do they like to do?
My baby girls, they into everything that's going on right now. The TikTok,
Well,
Instagram,
right?
They always dance and making music. My oldest daughter just started high school.
Yeah.
And my baby girl she just started the first grade.
So they all
My
like,
son is the oldest. My girls are the youngest.
so you like build a computer, but can't normally talk like we know how to, right? So you're born in Milwaukee?
Actually, Detroit.
Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Living in Milwaukee now?
Yes, sir. Grew up here. We left Detroit when I was I don't even think I was walking and talking yet. So,
Okay.
Milwaukee's home, Wisconsin's home, born and raised.
Okay. Not working right?
Born and raised.
No, not
He said he's born in fucking Detroit.
What do you do when you're working? What do you like consider your job?
The last job I just had, I was working at like a sheet metal place. You know, basically just they would have like these like hoop things, like you just basically it's strenuous because you got to do a lot of lifting and it's a lot of heavy lifting, but you basically just hanging these pieces on these hooks and they're going through the thing and steaming them, painting them, and they'll come back around and you just box them up.
So you're not married?
No.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
You live with her?
No.
What's her name, your girlfriend?
Her name is Erica Patterson. ERIKA.
You have a kid with her.
Yeah, PATTERS.
Okay, and it's 4014 North 19th Street in Milwaukee. I have the right address?
Yes, sir.
Is that an apartment or a house?
It's a house.
What's the zip code?
Highway.
53209.
Okay. And last grade you completed in school?
12.
12.
Graduated high school?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course I did.
What
The fucking attorney.
Riverside.
Riverside?
Yes, sir. Milwaukee Riverside Tigers. I seen you smile. You know about Riverside, man?
He heard things.
Playing football.
What else?
I don't play Riverside. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I appreciate all the cooperation and all the dialogue we've had, to this point, Darrell.
Darrell.
Being that you're sitting here and I had some handcuffs on you before and all that jazz, you're familiar with the illegal right?
Yes, I have.
You ever had those read to you before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So you can see they're written on this paper. So because, if I was sitting here and talking to you on your couch, we wouldn't have to worry about this. But because you're here, not in your home, it's just kind of a thing I got to read to you.
You have the right to remain silent. Oh, for God's sakes, I can't even do it. Why bother, right? Here we go.
At that point, not all the information was in yet, but I knew.
Okay. And again, it's just something I got to read to you before I kind of get your side, or hopefully get your side here, and love to hear your side. I'd like to know what Darrell has to say about, okay.
Darrell.
We got some people calling us saying this, under report, I wasn't driving. Someone thought you might have been. You had to get that warrant. He ended up calling a guy just to use his phone, kind of loitering around and just, how you ended up kind of being it. That's what they say.
No. I was going to say, I knocked on his door to use his phone.
Yeah. Right, but probably wasn't him that called because he had his phone, but someone was concerned about something. So just trying to figure out what's going on down in that neighborhood. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
he kind of, like I said, that wasn't probably the best, but I was just like, I need to get an Uber. Yeah. I have money on my cash out card.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to rob anybody. Sure. I'm not trying to break it in. And obviously you can tell I'm not drunk. I'm not, under the influence of anything. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can tell that. No one out there, huh? Wants to say hi to me?
Okay. All right. In regards to you, Darrell, then, do you understand that you have the right to remain? Silent? Just answer everything with a yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Overruled.
And then I just write down your reply. You understand if you give up that right, anything you say may be used against you in court? Yes, sir. Do you understand you have the right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during any questioning?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you by the court?
Yes, sir.
Understanding the above rights, Darrell, are you willing to speak with me, us, primarily me? I'm the one that's doing most of the talking, probably.
I just want to know a little bit more about what's going on, just a little bit, because
like I told you, I know very little. I just know that
you ran people over, and then they were trying to pull you in jail for it.
What you were doing down there, things like that. So I got limited from their side, but I'm looking to see, what you have to say about them. Looking to see, maybe the caller was just on some BS down there. I don't know. I don't know. But I can't really show the court that if I don't have, if I haven't talked to you. So that's why I'm here, to kind of see what you got to say. Get your side of it. Running around a neighborhood, but not the end of the world. It's not a huge deal.
Right.
You know?
Right. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have had to do that if I made better decisions with women.
Yeah.
But not gonna point the finger.
Sure.
I'm a grown man. I make my own decisions, so I'm not gonna point the finger at nobody. I just
You want to speak with me, Darrell?
Right now.
So, was a decision made to speak with Mr. Brooks the following day?
Objection, being called and then leading the witness.
The objections are overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes, ma'am, it was.
Now, when you spoke with the defendant on the 21st, did you have some general information as to casualties from the parade?
Yes, I did.
What information did you have at that time?
At that point,
You okay, buddy?
not all the information was in yet, but I knew, as I stated in previous testimony,
Your Honor.
our emergency department was very full. I knew there were significant injuries to many people. I knew some were deceased. I did not know the exact number at that time.
You had approximately another couple minutes of conversations with Mr. Brooks before you called it a night. What was the vibe that you got from him during those couple minutes?
Objection, Madam President, being called that man, leading the witness.
The objections overruled, you may answer.
I would say friendly. I think when you heard the clip there, Mr. Brooks jokes about Riverside and football. The individual he was talking to at that time was Detective Stern. As you can't obviously see him in the video. I could sense, I believe you can hear it in Mr. Brooks's voice in that clip.
Casual.
The FBI put him on edge. It was unusual to see them. I could sense the nervousness. He did transition as
I thought that said 40. Transitions.
I talked to him more throughout that clip into a more normal conversational tone again. But when I was speaking with
Objection, I don't consent to being called that name.
He doesn't consent to being called that name, people.
So when I began to speak with Darrell Brooks on the 22nd, I began with some very light conversation. I explained to Mr. Brooks that I had more information from the previous day. I explained to Mr. Brooks that his girlfriend at that time, Erica Patterson, had made some domestic abuse allegations against him that were physical in nature. I didn't indicate to him exactly what she said he did, but that there were physical allegations. I explained to Mr. Brooks that there's always two sides to a story, and that, you know, a lot of times in my experience as an officer, it can be about
Why can't I get to her fucking thing?
C, so to speak, and maybe B.
How do you respond to her?
And I basically just implored him to be honest. I touched on the fact we had talked extensively the night before about things such as him enjoying baseball, him having watched the Packer game, him having been disappointed by the result of the Packer game. And in situations such as interrogations, I think it's always important to let a person know that obviously I'm an officer, but I'm a human being, as are they. And you want to try to not let them see that barrier and feel comfortable talking to you. I think in any interpersonal relationship in society, there needs to be rapport. And I try to establish that before getting into the specific details of the crime at hand.
So you said that you had a briefing prior to going back to the City of Muskego Police Department.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have, you said you had more information about the parade incident and also the domestic incident, correct?
Correct.
Overruled, consent or may stand.
Did you know at that time prior to speaking with Mr. Brooks, how many people had died during the parade incident?
Objection, leading.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
How many people at that time?
Objection, leading.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it was 5.
So did you confirm, again, personal information for the defendant before starting the interview?
Yes, I did.
Did you read the Miranda form like you did the night before?
Yes, I did.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 174. Now, is that the Miranda statement form that you completed on November 22nd with Mr. Brooks?
Objection, leading.
Yes, it is.
And what time was that completed?
12:11 p.m.
How many activities that?
174.
174?
174. And did you read that form to Mr. Brooks?
Objection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did.
And did you read that form to him in its entirety?
Yes, I did.
I'd ask that Exhibit 174 be moved into evidence.
Objection.
Exhibit 174 is received.
Relevancy.
Now, when we look at Exhibit 174, it says spouse's name, it says Erica Patterson. Do you see that?
Objection, leading.
Objection overruled. Oh, God. Publish the.
Okay. There's a spot in this form that says spouse's name. Is that filled in?
Yes.
And what does it say?
Objection, leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
It says Erica Patterson.
Did he say that they were married?
He did not. He said that was his girlfriend.
America's shirts.
Children?
Objection, leading.
Objection leading.
Background foundational. The witness may answer.
Witness may answer.
Yes, he did.
How many children do he have?
3.
Objection, leading.
Mm-hmm.
3.
And you read each of the 5 rights that are listed on this form?
Yes, I did.
And do you agree to speak with him?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
I'd ask that Exhibit 174 be published to the jury.
Objection. Relevancy.
The exhibit's already been received. Noting your objection is overruled, permission to publish is granted.
Now, as that form is coming up in the jury box, just for the jurors to see, when you initially had contact with the defendant that morning, did you verify if he had been fed?
Objection.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes, I did.
And had he been fed dinner the night before, breakfast that morning, lunch that afternoon?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, he had.
And was he complaining about any physical injuries?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, he was continuing to complain about, excuse me, he was continuing to complain about the injury to his right shoulder, which he still at that time was asserting occurred when officers at the time of his arrest body slammed him.
Now, with regard to the second interview, the one that took place on November 22nd, was that recorded?
Yes, it was.
Overruled.
That recorded interview was 4 hours, 55 minutes, and 30 seconds?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled.
Yes, that would be correct.
And you've had the opportunity to listen to I'm gonna go through that interview, with you. I'm not gonna play, the full 5 hours, but just portions of that. I'll stop it during the clips that I'm providing to Ms. Gussie, and we'll talk about it. Is that all right?
Yes, that's fine.
Before you do that, I'm told our facilitator will be here momentarily, and rather than you start, I think it would be best if we just take a short break till the interpreter's here. Is the witness here?
I believe we have the.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. I appreciate that additional information, then we'll keep going. Sorry for the interruption.
Let me see if maybe he's here early.
Okay. Okay, then we will keep going and just let me know when the witness gets here.
So we'll just leave it off the screen. If we can go to 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Starts it, is this the interview room that was at the San Diego Police Department?
Yes, it is.
And, it's paused right now, but, who's in that room? Overruled.
The person in that room in the red t-shirts with the mask partially covering their face, longer braided appearing hair, is Darrell Brooks. The same individual sitting to my left in a suit, jacket, shorter hair, and surgical mask.
And the other 2 people depicted here?
I have it on, I turned it off. Is someone there to watch with me?
So again, going to 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
The Tet Offensive. Darrell.
Sound until 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So now is at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Until play until 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay, as you got pieces on the little machine thing that comes around, they take them, the pieces go through like this little steamer type machine thing, and then they paint it, and then they come back around and just take them off the hook and just put them in the box, load them up, put them back on the truck. It was 4 on, 3 off, so that was more ideal because I mostly have my children the back half of it. But since all this, I've been having them every day. So it's like, oh, there you go. My son is grown. My oldest daughter is 14. My youngest daughter is 7. He's 18. They all live with you then? Well, my son is. Your son does? My son does. Okay. All right.
So initially, what were you speaking with Mr. Brooks about when he was describing?
Objection.
Overruled as to both objections. The witness.
Metal pieces on the
Just about work.
The little
Mr. Brooks was explaining the job.
machine thing that comes around and take them. The pieces go through like this little steamer type machine thing, and then they paint it, and then they come back around and just take them off the hook and just put them in the box, load them up, put them back in the truck. It was 4 on, 3 off, so that was more ideal because I mostly have my children the back half of the week. But since all this, I've been having them every day. So it's like, oh, there you go.
4 on, 3 off. Every day.
My daughter's 14 and my youngest daughter's 7. He's 18.
They all live with you then in Milwaukee?
Well, my son does. My son does.
14 minutes, 16 seconds into the interview, and I'd be playing that until 15 minutes.
So initially, what were you speaking with Mr. Brooks about when he was describing something with metal?
Sure.
overruled as to both objections, the witness may answer.
Just about work, he was, Mr. Brooks was explaining the job he had had prior. He indicated he was laid off due to the pandemic.
Do you have any questions before we start? Only thing I want to know is, why is they not being charged with anything? Well, she's making some, like I said, alleged allegations against you, kind of, for being physical. So that's what, if that's BS, that's what I'm looking to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, we couldn't track her down, so that's kind of where we're at. It's this typical back and forth stuff that guys like you go through with their baby mama all the time. And they're all, there's a lot of guys out there, but, and a lot of times, maybe it's not always fair for them, but.
Baby mama.
I wish they had a law to where people can, if you do that shit, you should get in trouble. Like, why? You shouldn't be able to just be like, oh, I'm pissed off, so I'm gonna call and do this. Like, that's, why would you put me in that situation and then we're gonna end up being together anyway? Why would you do that? Trying to address that credibility. Yep, and that's total BS. That's why we're sitting here with you to try to siphon through, sift through the BS. That's what we got. And go from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I seen this last night too, yeah. She charging. Remember I kept saying that she's looking.
Don't ask me anything.
Can you tell the jury a little bit about this?
Relevant.
So in this clip here, I'm just explaining to Mr. Brooks the background of the domestic abuse allegations that officers had received from Eric Patterson, and that I was looking to get basically clarity on that, his side of the story on that, have him help me understand what aspects of it may or may not be true, and just walk me through what had occurred between
I should do that. Do 1, 2.
Again, we're approximately
I should do 1, 2.
15 minutes into the interview. Have you mentioned anything about the pre-incident or any victims?
Overruled, the witness may answer.
I have not said anything about that at this point.
So why was that?
So what I wanted to do with this interview, as I stated in my earlier testimony, I wanted to start with the smaller things and get to the bigger things. The parade incident with the injuries of the individuals and the loss of life was obviously very serious. Part of what I believe as an investigator is very important is gauging credibility in the interview. And one of the ways you do that is you need to be careful. Obviously, at some point, if I'm going to take Mr. Brooks to jail, I have to tell him what he's being charged with. But I want to be very careful in giving too much information early on, so that I'm not leading him, so that I'm not giving him the opportunity based on information to create lies. I want to see how he reacts to things to help me gauge whether he's being truthful. And I found starting with the smaller aspect and seeing how truthful he was with that could help lead me into the more serious allegations and see if he was going to be truthful about those things as well.
Now, as I watched the snippet of the video that we showed, at one point you had indicated, guys like you get into these kinds of situations with girls like that, or something to that effect. Do you recall that interaction in the video?
Yes, I do.
What do you mean by that? Or what were you trying to establish by making that statement?
Again, as I stated in my earlier testimony, part of what I believe is important is simply building a rapport with an individual. Again, you always have with any individual.
Building a rapport.
There's the natural barrier that can occur with them seeing you as a law enforcement officer. I've been doing this job for 18 years. That was not intended on any way on my part to suggest to Mr. Brooks that everything his girlfriend was saying was a lie. I just wanted him to feel comfortable telling me the truth, whatever that truth was, man to man or person to person, human being to human being.
Direct your attention to 30 minutes and 26 seconds and playing this clip until 40 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's do that.
Objection. Wasn't it just said we was 15 minutes in the interview? Why is it playing for 30 minutes?
Your objection is noted, it's overruled again, it's 30-26, you said?
30-26, the 40-30.
40-30.
What brought you to Waukesha? How did you get out here?
I was meeting up with a friend to watch the Packers game.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I was out here.
Where did you go to watch the game?
To a friend named Stephanie.
Her house or
Her house.
A cat's in a cradle and a silver spoon.
what's the address?
I have a whole high view of Waukesha. I don't know the street.
What was it near? I know you had something near it. What was it near?
Like a gas station.
Have you been to the house before?
No.
Never before?
No.
What's Stephanie's last name?
I have no idea.
When did you guys set this up?
Maybe a couple days ago.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a few friends. In Milwaukee that have people out here, so it's not. I don't. Like I said last night, I don't know the street in Waukesha. It's not where I usually hang out. I can say, well, this street, you know, I see a friend of yours, a friend of friends, mutual friends. I have no idea.
Where do you hang out, Brooksy?
That was my first time. So.
What?
How did you get the number to know the house?
A friend.
So, how did you get to
my friend? I went with my friend.
Okay, who's that?
My friend, I don't really want to say his name. I don't know if that's going to incriminate him in anything.
Terminate him?
Okay, so, let's go with this. How did you come to desire to be something Waukesha? Talk to her. Now, I don't know everything that went on, and I'm not saying I believe everything you told the other officers. How did you come to meet with her in Waukesha? One. Two, say you don't know Waukesha, where did you meet? Gas station or I know you better. Where did you meet? What happened? Because there wasn't BS, like you say, and I know you better. What happened?
Richard, come here.
What happened? You better. Where did you meet? Start with that.
At a gas station.
Okay.
I don't know.
What is that?
What I was supposed to be getting some money from her.
Money.
How did? Okay.
Richard.
For what?
It was the rest of my money that she had a bond that she was holding for me.
How much?
It was supposed to be $350.
And what did she? Why did she have it? Why would
She had been holding for me for a few weeks now, but like I said, I hadn't seen it. She hadn't seen it.
Right.
She asked him that question earlier.
She was just holding for me because I told her to hold it. It didn't have anything to do with it. This was weeks ago. She had been holding it. And because I had no contact with her, I couldn't tell her. And my mom wasn't going to let her come to the house to bring it.
Why not?
And I told her, look, man, if I'm going to be out there, I'll meet up with you and get the money, but I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not having sex with you. And just like, oh, you want to cheat? I'm like, I'm not going to do none of that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be around you. I get that. I understand that. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not supposed to be around you. I love you to death, man. You're my baby mama. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be like a hangout thing. I told her, I'm like, I'm out here. And she goes, where you at? I'm like, look, I'll meet up with you to get the money. And, you know, give you a hug, whatever. But she was like, well, yeah, I need something. I'm like, no, we can't do it all this. I'm not going to have sex with you. I'm not going to hang out with you. Or none of that.
All right. So you told her you weren't going to do any of
Yeah, because I didn't, this is what she does.
Hold on one second. Okay. Hey, Dexter.
How did you set me?
Hey, Dexter, buddy. Hey, Dexter.
If she can't get in touch with me, that's what she'll do. She'll go to social media and do all this and try to talk to people and all this and that.
Okay.
I got in contact with her through a mutual friend that we both know. And I was like, okay, tell her I'm out in Waukesha or whatever, and I'll meet up with her.
Waukesha. Where the fuck is Waukesha?
And she was just like, where you at? Yeah. She was just like, where you at?
Are we getting any more followers?
I don't know where I'm at. Do you still got that money? She's like, yeah, I want to give you money, and I want to do this. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna meet up with you, get the money, give you a hug and kiss. We'll talk later.
Was it still daylight?
It was still daylight. So this was, I think the game was still on. The game was still on. Yeah, the game was still on. So I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I want to see you. I ain't seen you in like a month. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie and say, this is my baby mama. I'm not this one. But I can't hang out with you. I can't do anything with you, you know, that type of thing. You know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, but.
And this is on your cell phone? The three-way call, obviously it's your cell phone.
No, you're right. My friend's phone.
Friend's phone?
Yeah.
So do you have your phone?
No. That's what I'm saying. No.
So who is the friend whose phone you were using to talk to? Yeah, her on a three-way call.
I don't want to say his name. I don't want to.
Okay, I guess. So you saw her though. Right? You met up with her. Okay. So how did the conversation with her end?
With me walking off and her being pissed off that I didn't want to hang out with her. I said, look, I'm not supposed to be around you, I'm gone.
Okay.
When she said, I didn't have a car.
So whose car did you use to get to Waukesha?
My friend is the one that said he was gonna go hang out, watch the Packer game. I said, I'm gonna go get.
Okay. Whose car did you use to get up to Waukesha?
I didn't use anybody's car.
Where does your friend live?
My friend lives in Walker.
So you didn't walk to Waukesha. Whose car did you guys use?
My friend. I just said my
What type of car?
My friend.
I'm just trying to figure out how you got here.
Yeah, I know, but it seemed like you trying to like spin me up or something. Like,
I'm just asking how you got here. Whose car did you drive up here?
I didn't drive at all.
Whose car did you come up here in?
My friend.
Okay, right. Okay, good. So here's the thing, Darrell.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, she's coming at us. I told you she's talking about some domestic related issues, okay? You know, I don't know if she's on BS. I hope she's not.
I'm telling you. Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah, you better. Let me finish. I want you to get.
Yeah, because hold on.
You know, I don't entirely know all that, okay? I'm just right now trying to figure out how you get out here. So I gotta step out with my partner for a minute. Just relax. Don't get you all nervous, okay? But you know, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but I think if you need her out in Waukesha, you're out in Waukesha. I think a reasonable question is to ask, how did you get out here? Whether you drove, someone else drove, and if someone you got out here with a car, so just every hour or so, my boss, he knows we're out here. I just gotta call him and say, yeah, we're talking, I'll call you back later. Just gotta step out, throw in a line, and come back, just chill out here, enjoy yourself. Be right back. All right? Sound good? Okay.
So we doing talking or?
No, I gotta just chill out. We'll be back. So I just gotta make that call.
Let's check in call.
All right?
In the middle of the conversation.
Well, do you want to tell me about the car?
Yeah, but
I mean, I gotta call him. I can come back, but I just.
Listen, I'm willing to listen, partner. You get straight up with me. You get straight up with me, right? All I'm saying is, I just want to know what I'm looking at, and if I can just notify my groups. That's it. I don't have a problem with talking to you guys at all. I just want to know what am I
talked to her myself. I told you that at the start. She said she was
I was fell asleep. Sorry. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get my new Twitter out there and all that shit. Brooksy here is driving me nuts. Darrell. There is video of him being thrown to the ground by the cops, and he is saying his name is Darrell Brooks. So he goes by Darrell. So that's why he doesn't consent to Darrell. It's Darrell. You know what I mean? Guys, you know what I'm saying, right? I know I'm not an official lawyer. This is a new channel, so please subscribe if you haven't. Like button, all that. My other channel, Tom Gillis Golf Instruction, you may know that's growing pretty good. Everything's going good there, but I wanted a channel for other than golf, so that's what I'm doing. So it's going to start off slow. It's going to be a rough patch for a while, but I intend on getting my great opinions out there on all things trial, golf, everything. Well, not golf. Not golf. And this fucking asshole, Brooks.
Okay, with regard to that clip, sir.
He goes by his name Darrell, so it's not Darrell, it's Darrell. And it says blow jobs on his hand. Blow jobs.
Did you have some conversations with Mr. Brooks before this clip?
Damn it, my picture wasn't up. Sorry about that.
The objections are overruled. The witness may.
Overruled.
Yes, I did.
Now, at the end of this video, not the end of the video, but the end of this clip, again, he is saying, what am I looking at? Do you recall him saying that before? Nope.
Objection B.
Overruled.
Yes, I do.
Was this a theme throughout this 5-hour video?
Objection B.
Oh boy. Objection.
Yes, it was.
Did he, you stated initially when he came into the room, he had complained about his shoulder pain.
Who won that football game last night?
Did that continue throughout?
Anybody know who won the football game last night? Objection. Overruled. Relevancy.
So I would say what happened is it went on and off. So at this point here,
I just want to be ready for his opening statements.
What I would describe as laid back. A lot of it was simply getting background about the overall relationship between Mr. Brooks and Ms. Patterson. During that time, he was fine. He was moving his arms, as you could see in this clip. He wasn't complaining about pain.
Live hot take. Like live hot
But I noticed and made me question the legitimacy of the injury before I ever actually even seen the body cam. Is I noted at times of stress later in this interview as I continue to push on a vehicle. You can see, as you could see here, I believe, it can be seen here in this interview, talking about the car making him uncomfortable. Complaints about the pain would suddenly come back.
How about the request to be told what he's looking at? Did you see any correlation between that and what was occurring during the interview?
Objection stricken to.
Overruled. The witness may.
Yes, that, as I say, that continued throughout the entirety of the interview, and really, at this point, was a little unusual because right now he had been told he was looking at the domestic. The parade hadn't come up, so
yeah.
A reasonable person, I believe, at this point of the interview knew what they were looking at. They were looking at a domestic abuse incident. Why simply asking him how he got out here as far as transportation made him nervous was alarming.
Uber. Relevancy.
An example of him, you said that you had seen him using his arms a little bit in this clip, is that correct?
Objection B.
Pertaining to the form of the question.
Oh, come on, he got one.
You stated that, what observations did you make during this clip about the usage of right arm?
He would move it from side to side, so, I mean, both his arms would come out like this. He would make mannerisms when he was speaking with both arms that were, to me, what a person would do when they're normally conversing. And it would seem unusual to make those movements if he was, in fact, in as much pain as he was claiming to us he was in.
I'm gonna just, so that let the record reflect that, when you indicated he'd move his arms this way, you moved both your right and left arm out, parallel to the ground at a
Grounds.
shoulder level. Would that be accurate?
Grounds.
Yes, it would.
I'm gonna show you a clip beginning at 52 minutes and 15 seconds.
Grounds.
52 minutes and 42 seconds, so a very short clip.
And then she makes this complaint, but she gets you back. Yeah, and it's like, why would you just do this to me? And I promise you, my right hand to God Almighty on the throne with Jesus next to his side. The woman is going to sit up there and say, I was drunk, I was mad, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, now I got to go through everything just for you to do that. Why did you do this to me? Come back up.
So we saw some motions with his arms during this clip. Would that be an accurate statement?
Relevancy.
Could you explain to me during what you did?
So I observed Mr. Brooks move his arm to his side, above his head, his right arm almost fully above his head at points. Quite frankly, showing that arm seemed to have full range of motion.
Relevancy.
You know, you testified yesterday, you had seen a video or a still shot from a video, and you identified the defendant driving. Do you recall that testimony?
Objection B.
Overall, witness answer.
Yes, I do.
And when the defendant was telling you about
Overruled, baby. Objection. Overruled.
For the jury to determine credibility. Did you ever see any video of the defendant driving in a Kia during the time of the frame?
Objection.
No, I did not.
Directing in the video to 1 hour, 4 minutes, 30 seconds, and playing until 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 2 seconds.
2 minute clip, right? You only have the witness and hold and the interpreter available. I would like to put further testimony and watching of the clip on hold. We do need to take a witness out of order in order to accommodate the interpreter that the court has arranged for. So, Captain Carpenter, you may be excused momentarily. And then if Mr. Ryan would accompany the witness, this will be Mr. Juan Marquez, being followed by Mr. Brooks.
Grounds. Well, I didn't take out the fucking stuff. No, I am on my case.
calling Juan Marquez. Mr. Brooks, are you calling Mr. Marquez as a witness at this time?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Marquez, you accompany the interpreter also to the witness stand. When you get there, we're gonna have the interpreter form first.
Grounds.
I do, certified Spanish interpreter Patrick Ryan.
Thank you. Please raise your right hand and be sworn by my clerk.
Yes.
Please have a seat.
C.
Ladies
What the
and
fuck does that mean, yes?
gentlemen of the jury, I have an instruction to read to you.
No idea
No
how
matter
that.
what language people speak, they have the right to have their testimony heard and understood. You are about to hear a witness in which an interpreter will translate for one of the witnesses. The interpreter is required to remain neutral. The interpreter is required to translate between English and Spanish accurately and impartially to the best of the interpreter's skill and judgment. The evidence you are to consider is only that provided through the official court interpreter. Although some of you may know the non-English language used, it is important that all jurors consider the same evidence. Therefore, you must base your decision on the evidence presented in the English translation. You must discard any different meaning of the non-English words. You must evaluate interpreted testimony as
So
you would
let's
any
go
other testimony.
to
That is,
12:30.
you must not give interpreted testimony any greater or lesser weight than you would if the witness had spoken English.
Let's go to
Keep in mind that a
1, 2.
person might speak some English without speaking it fluently. That person has the right to the services of an interpreter. Therefore, you shall not give greater or lesser weight to a person's translated testimony based on your conclusions, if any, regarding the extent to which that person speaks English. With that, sir, the first thing I will ask you to do is to state and spell your first and last name.
Oh God, it's gonna take forever.
Juan Marquez. Juan Marquez. Juan. Juan. Marquez.
Thank you.
This guy's funny.
Go ahead.
I love this guy.
Good morning, Mr. Marquez.
Oh, this is Darrell's guy.
We're at the parade on November 21st, 2021. Is that correct?
That's correct. That is correct.
And do you recall who you were there with that day?
With my wife and with my son.
He said amigo.
And were you marching in the parade that day?
Were you marching in the business?
Yes.
Do you remember who you were marching with? Was it a particular group?
Yes.
C.
Do you recall who that group was?
Yes.
And at some point, you felt something hit your leg?
Yeah, a fucking car.
That's correct.
And do you remember what that was?
A vehicle.
And did you see the vehicle?
No. No.
Oh, sun's coming out. Gun's coming out. Come on, Brooksy, get him, buddy. Oh, God. I'm just checking on something, buddy.
At some point, did you go to Freighter Hospital?
Yes.
And were you interviewed by any law enforcement at that time?
Yeah, you okay?
Yes.
Just daddy, buddy. Sorry.
If it was regular officers or FBI?
FBI.
Do you recall telling them that the truck was black? Brown.
The objection is sustained as to leading. Please rephrase your question.
Do you remember what color you told them the truck was?
I don't remember.
So it would be fair to say you don't recall seeing anything at that time?
You just said that. See.
No.
No?
And did you at any time file a claim related to this incident?
I don't remember.
Do you know the plaintiff? That's funny, baby.
Do you know if anyone you were with filed a claim related to this incident?
I don't know.
You got to bring up what's going on now with the live tour coming along. But I thought the tour prior to that was the strongest position it's ever been in years. We had great young players that were very popular, handled themselves very well, and I'm talking about the Thomases, Rory, Mark Gillis.
Consider yourself to be a party in this
Personally, like DeChambeau, I give him so much credit on all the work he did to become what he became. He just completely separated himself in the game of golf with length, and that's really hard to do because everybody's hitting it long, and he ended up being that other years that nobody ever had, and others that were just really
There's an objection, it's sustained as to the form of the question.
I found some sunshine. However, it's really cold. Really cold. I actually checked the forecast and it said 31 feels like 21.
Repeat the question, please.
And I'm feeling that my channels are very ADHD, as in, like, just this, something with music, completely overwhelmed. I did not, I know that Nick has an amazing audience, and I've met a lot of you, and I love you all, and I just didn't expect such a big, I guess, turnout. I don't know, it's so much support, I am just so.
We can attend on following this plan.
Objection. Hold on, there's been an objection, Mr. Brown.
Your Honor, first of all, as this witness testified, he doesn't recall filing a claim, so I'm not sure what the relevance then would be of the question.
Dude, do you have a claim?
I'll sustain the objection as to the form of the question. Please rephrase.
Do you recall at any time filing a police report? Do you recall at any
Yes.
filing a police report? And was that with local law enforcement, if you recall?
I don't remember.
Did any law enforcement from that report file? Follow up with you at any time?
I gotta call the state of Wisconsin. What?
Yeah. Yes.
And do you recall what agency that was?
No.
He crazy, folks. He's a third-party intervener based on the prosecution. Like
Do
Gillis.
you recall at any time being notified that you could possibly testify in this incident?
Could you repeat the question?
Sure. Do you recall at any time being notified that it was a possibility that you could testify in this incident?
No.
Were you ever subpoenaed in relation to this incident?
Yes.
Do you recall who you received this subpoena from?
From the Office of the District Attorney.
And do you recall when that was? Yeah. A month and a few days. And following being subpoenaed, or following, rather, start over. After receiving the subpoena, did you follow up with the district attorney's office at any time after?
Why does he? What's the purpose of this?
Yes. Do you recall whom you spoke with?
The plaintiff.
Susan.
Susan.
Would that be referring to Attorney Opper, who was seated at this table? Yes. And were you at any time informed of a plaintiff in this incident?
Sustained.
What's the relevance of this guy, anyways?
Were you at any time notified that there was a plaintiff in this incident?
Grounds. We're gonna get a grounds in real quick.
The objection is sustained. The witness does not need to answer.
Do you even know if there's a plaintiff in this incident?
Objection relevant.
Grounds.
The objection is sustained.
Grounds.
The witness does not need to answer.
Do you recall ever seeing, excuse me, do you ever recall, sorry. Do you recall ever seeing or reading a complaint in this matter? No. going back to the actual incident, would it be fair to say that at the time you were very confused?
Could you repeat the question?
Going back to the time of the incident at the parade, would it be fair to say that you were confused at the time?
No.
Any reason why you don't recall seeing anything?
Could you repeat the question?
Any reason why you don't recall seeing anything?
I did not see the vehicle. It just passed by.
Oh boy, what are we doing, folks? What are we doing? We're getting there, I guess. Grounds. Let me get some of this.
So the interpreter needs to make a clarification on his last response. Second part. Okay, so
That's what we're doing.
For clarification, the interpreter inquired if he meant the vehicle passed by or if the incident happened. The defendant, interpreter for clarification, the interpreter would like to say that he meant that it just happened, that the vehicle just hit him, rather than, I believe the interpreter translated what he said as passed by. What he meant to say is that it actually happened, rather than passed by. So for that point of clarification for the record.
Standing in that area overruled the state's lead's cross-examination of four witnesses. To direct your attention to 906.11. I'm not to answer that. Go ahead, sir. You may answer.
So for clarification, just so we're clear for the record,
Could you repeat the question?
don't recall actually seeing the vehicle.
No.
No further questions.
Any questions, Attorney Bailey? Briefly. Good morning, Mr. Marquez.
Buenos dias.
Good morning.
Guten
On
Morgen.
November 21st of last year, were you walking with the Catholic communities of Waukesha?
That's correct.
Hold on, what was the objection? We have. Couldn't hear what you said.
I have a code. Yes, there was an objection. I can't even remember now.
It's relevant to the information.
Irrelevant to this.
Get the brand you trust to get the job done.
Okay, everyone, here we are. There is liveness. Please deeply apologize for this.
The word objection.
Hold the jury on real quick.
Please wait
Let's block
until
this
I
in
run the
while
objection
apologies
before
for
you
this.
answer.
The law and cuck people said it started at
Thank you.
8:30 Central. Then they said it started at 9, but apparently by 9 they really meant still 8:30. So we're a little bit late coming in.
That's nasty.
Yes.
You were with your wife and your son?
Waiting for objection on the grounds.
Yes.
And your son's name is David Marquez?
Objection leading.
Overruled, you called the witness to the statement made. Go ahead and answer.
Yes.
You testified that at some point you were struck by a vehicle.
Objection.
And look at this.
Maybe you would.
Overruled after both.
Yes.
It's his guy.
Did you have any warning before you were struck by the car?
Objection. Hearsay.
That's unreal. This guy's a fucking weirdo.
The witness may answer.
No. No.
Did you hear a horn honking?
Objection.
Just wait.
Hearsay.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Relevant.
No.
Not
No.
the witness's answers, they stand.
Sir, I'm going to show you what's been marked as State Exhibit 1 and 2.
Commentary made by Mr. Brooks at this time.
Can you see that picture on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
And do you see the custom area where we landed after the interception?
Objection leading.
Overruled. State may lead, it's not their witness. Go ahead and answer, sir.
So I can lead to it because I'm over.
No. There's been an objection, I'm overruling it. Go ahead and ask the question.
I'm gonna take a break right now and see Commissioners.
Bad boy room. All right. Mommy can lay there.
The judge is like, I cannot believe how much tolerance this judge has. This must have just been the most patient one. She's single. Because so, man, I'll marry her right up because, man, she will tolerate me and she will give me all the grace in the world. What more could you want from a woman?
Fix the trial.
I have William
You always want to find something to say.
Somebody's being disruptive because they want the truth to be out there.
The truth.
Mr. Brooks, I'm advising you that continued interruption will result in you forfeiting your right
contempt.
Yeah. Is that civil or criminal?
Wow.
It's direct contempt.
Boom.
Direct contempt. Direct contempt.
Wow.
You take your pick. Direct criminal contempt, direct civil contempt, take your pick.
That's less than an hour and a half. Wow. Well, gee, thanks for that. Mosquito, pronounced like the fish, musky, and go. Thank you for these old ancient chats. ICF, Inmate Communication Forum. Remember when we were wondering what that stood for? He asked for a lot of those, and they argued about it. That's where we thought he was going to go off last time, but this is what. So can you give a quick AM recap? Shit show. How's that for a recap?
Everything's going to hell.
They played lots of recordings about him and his ex, and then he got in trouble.
Could I ask a follow-up question? Now, yesterday, the judge said this morning, I want you to come in with a list of your witnesses when they're going to be called. Did anything happen?
Not that I saw.
And there wasn't like dialogue about that? I assumed that was going to be a big blow up right this morning.
I started about 10 minutes late because they were supposed to do it. And I was getting ready to go to sleep, and then I got summoned by the masses.
I assumed that was going to be a big blow up this morning, so I guess that's yet to happen.
Yeah. So he's working his defense now just for that one witness. He just got first dibs on that, this witness that they're just dealing with right now. The Dragon's Treasure, Fred. As a reminder, Vice Pope Legal Vices has his own coupon code now. Use code VICES at the Dragon's Treasure to support him and get some tea. And to support the Dragon's Treasure as well, because winter's coming.
Yeah, I gotta go on these fucking shows. I'm better than these people.
And I've been the kid that is now being seen the jury back. Sir, the screen in front of you is a touch screen. Can you circle the area in which you believe you were living?
Objection, reading. Overruled the witness may answer.
See, yes.
Can you do that now?
See. See.
Brooks just mumbled, but it's not his turn to ask questions. There was no objection. The jury will disregard this.
This is the exhibit 161A.
Well, you know what? Let's just stop this. This is crazy.
And we'll screen capture that. Exhibit 161A has been captured. I'm moving that in